That's funny. I've still got the wrong branding up. Shazam. Boy, how can you tell I'm not prepared? Tell you the truth, I forgot about the time. There we go. We've got that. And now, what I wanted to do is, can I do this on the fly? Which one did I not want in there? That I want. Okay, I don't. Did I have the wrong one? I think I had the wrong one running. Let's see if this works. Hey, Cranland, how you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we are streaming the 7 at once. StreamYards is very funny. It didn't want me doing that. Okay, that's wrong. Wrong camera. Actually, I'm not going to adjust that. Which one is this? Okay, that makes sense. Out. Home. Widescreen. We won't do that. We won't do that. Just a low brighter. I think our lights will be fine. So if I've got this right, oh, the only thing I don't have is our banner. I feel like I screwed something up here. Yeah, I did. Oh, I hope that clears up. Oh, okay. I tried to. I set that cockeyed. I want to fix one more thing while Brad is getting his act together. Try me and related as we discuss. So if I save that, it's funny. I used to be a lot more professional about this stuff. And since he's coming on, we will turn on display names. Cool. Oh, look, my second camera doesn't pick up. That's cool. That's a new feature I'm playing with, new to me. How was the Toy Con? Oh, that. Actually, I really wanted Brad on. I'm roasting Brad here. You coming, Princess? So, yeah, how was the Toy Con? So, I dragged my daughter out, and mostly because I needed to take her to a Best Buy anyway, and Best Buy is within walking distance downtown. Best Buy at the Eaton Center, right? So, toy show was just behind Toronto City Hall, and went down there. Spent some time with Laura the Figs, Ken Wentz, and another. Oh, it kills me that I can't remember his name now. Another guy I've talked with plenty. Another BrickLink store. Hey, Brad, it's not StreamYard doesn't like your laptop. Try running the right software. Start with Chrome. If you run Chrome, you'll be fine. So yeah, I'll tell this story. It's so we get in there, pay our $5 each. They get us tickets. They remind us. I mean, we got there like 10 or 20 after the hour. I don't know what was like after 11 o'clock. And they say, "Oh, there's a raffle. Keep your stub." All right, every hour. And we look at the first guy and the second guy, and I see Ken off in the back, so I go over to him, spend some time with him. My daughter's just in her phone doing what kids do. She's 18 now, but she's still a kid to me. And she's doing her thing. And after I talk with Ken and the other guy, and I hadn't picked up any Lego yet. Wasn't sure if I was going to. I didn't necessarily go to pick up Lego because there's not a lot I'm looking for right now. So we wanted to check out the anime part, right? The manga stuff, because this was something I knew she'd be interested in. So we go in there to the one section. There's a little hall, 5 or 6 vendors in there, little discussion area with 20 chairs. And we get through that, come back out, go back to where we paid our ticket fee. And I ask, where's the other hall? Where's the other vendors? And the guy goes, "This is it." I go, "Oh." So all in, maybe 8 to 10 vendors, including that cosplay manga stuff. Super underwhelming. I didn't talk to Ken. Actually, at 3 o'clock, Ken, before 3 o'clock, it was supposed to go to 4 o'clock officially and 5 o'clock on the website. Oh, I hear a beep. All right, here comes Mr. Sideways. And let's see if it rotates properly.
Ta-da.
I'm guessing this is your cell phone?
Yeah.
You're upside down.
That's okay. No, I'm perfectly normal on this end.
So coming from Australia.
That's right. How are you?
BTLGBricks.ca. Because we know how
Oh, come on,
gravity
that was
works. He must be upside down if he's
that was
yeah.
funny. Come on.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not holding this thing the whole time either. So unless I can get a way to set this up, this ain't gonna happen.
So yeah, Crayon Land Bricks asked me what the toy show was like. I don't know if you heard any of that. Oh, he popped. Brad and technology. Hey, maniac. I forgive you, Ryan. Now hurry up and get online. There, now you don't have an excuse. There's the link. Actually, now that we're in HD, you can probably see his mug is there.
Sure.
Shazam! So what did you do? You went pop.
Well, let's see. Your StreamYard doesn't work with normal browsers anymore, so we got to use pile of junk browsers off of my phone, and
It should work
can't
just fine with
can't
Chrome,
can't
which is not a
can't
pile
plug
of
it
junk.
in. Can't plug it in because apparently StreamYard doesn't promote landscape, only portrait. So
That's not true either. What
here
phone
I
are you
am.
using? What phone are you
Mine,
using?
mine. Whose phone do you think I'm using?
No, like an iPhone 4, an iPhone 10. What? I mean, an Android. That's got a crank
Hi.
starter on it.
There's your landscape
Oh,
mode working real good.
okay. You know what? Your phone right now. I bet you got the orientation locked.
No, there's no orientation lock on this phone.
You
Je
sure?
n'ai pas stupide.
Hey, Brad.
Woohoo! Hi, how you doing?
Ryan's alive and well. The
I
first
am.
time since
Look
I
at
can't
this
remember.
man.
Been a long time, buddy.
It has.
Thank you.
Mr. Drummond, how are you, sir?
Well, I'm doing okay.
That's fantastic.
You
You
know,
looking
Ryan
good?
can teach you how to work on a cell phone because he'll turn his sideways and it'll work.
That's congratulations.
There you go. See, Brad, you've got your orientation lock on.
No, but
No,
thanks for twice now.
I'm positive you do because I don't know,
Good.
man.
Glad you think so.
Oh, so you're really out there sanding?
I really am.
Can you show us what you're
Nice.
working on?
I'll try. I don't know how to flip this.
You don't have to flip it; just kind of aim it in a direction.
Well, I'm working on all the rails and stuff.
Okay.
But I still got all the bottom.
It don't look that bad. It looks like if you just hit it with some stain, you'd be good.
It's pretty rough. It needed a good sanding.
Oh yeah.
It should have been moved in 7 years.
Oh yeah. So if you go out there in bare feet, you're feeling it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
worried.
that's definitely when you gotta take it down.
I'm worried about the kids coming out here and driving a big splinter in their feet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not fun doing vertical work with this thing. And then it's got like a dust collector with a filter, and the filter plugs up. Next thing you know, it overheats and shuts off. So
That's the only problem. Everyone I know who has one of those with the bag attachment, like they love it for a little while, unless here's the trick: you hook it up to a vacuum.
yeah, it's got an
If
attachment.
you just stick the bag on it, it chokes real fast, right? Hook it up to your vacuum, gimmick an attachment on it,
Yeah.
and it won't overheat. But I mean, then it's not portable anymore, right?
Well, yeah, and I might try that tomorrow if I do get to the floor of the deck. Then I can have the shop vac sit next to me, and it won't be that
Seriously,
bad.
I took my little palm sander, which had this stupid little bag on it, which chokes in about 3 minutes. It wasn't even duct tape. I electric taped the vacuum cleaner end on it. What a difference it made. Well, it's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be a stranger, right?
No,
because I am streaming more and more during the next few months, and it's not just going to be non-Lego.
That's what I noticed. You've been kind of this summer. You've been busy with your health kick.
Yeah, well, hey, it works, right?
Yeah, you've been doing it the right way. I did it the wrong way.
Oh, yeah, it's all relative, right? Wrong, whatever. It's working, and it's not hard for me to maintain, and that's the trick. And is this something I can do in the winter? That's the problem. Like every other time I've ever done this, where I lost a lot of weight, what happens in the fall and winter when I'm not outside exercising? You put on the weight again, right? Well, once the weather gets bad and starts raining and snowing again, I'll just go back to what brought me to the dance. I'll walk around the mall, on my 3 days off again, and so I'm good. The food thing's under control. It's just the exercise thing. Hey, I've only walked one out of the last 3 days.
Oh yeah.
I don't have to necessarily do this all the time. As long as I'm not packing it on, then I'm fine.
Right.
I found what works for me anyway.
How was the toy day, you guys?
Okay, so I told half this story to Crayonland Bricks, and Brad was, fumbling with his non-orientating cell phone and lack of web browsers on the crankable Windows 95 computer he's using. But honestly, I'm not even kidding. Worst toy show I've been in a decade.
Oh, really?
Been to seriously. I have paid $25 for crap shows and had better experiences than this $5 show. It was poorly advertised. Not many vendors. What else? Oh, yeah. So like 8 to 10 vendors tops, and apparently 1 or 2 bailed within the first hour.
Oh no!
Because they opened their doors at 10 o'clock. We were there just after 11, and 1 or 2 had already left. So I'm not sure what they paid per table, but
this is good. We're not going to waste our time.
Say that again.
Like the ones that bailed, did they just say screw it, not worth their time?
Well, it's like, so when I got down there, like, this is my city, right? Behind City Hall, I know where this place is, and even then, when you get to this is Chestnut Residence behind City Hall, and when you get there, beautiful hotel or convention center, but there's no signage, no anything.
Yeah.
And I had to ask someone, is there a toy show here? And they go, yeah, second floor, take an elevator. It's like, okay. Even at the most posh places, like a couple of years ago when we did Bricks in the Six, that was another situation where there was no exterior advertising really. At least there was 1 or 2 photocopies of a sign put up somewhere with tape, and even then they weren't apparently allowed. There was nothing at this place, so you weren't going to get any random traffic. So if you didn't know about it, you weren't coming. And then once you're in there, it was so disappointing. Got upstairs, saw Ken in the distance.
Yeah.
Hit 1 or 2 of the other vendors, got to him, spent 20, 30 minutes catching up. Talked to another BrickLink seller that was right beside him. So the 2 Lego guys were beside each other. Honestly, for what was supposed to be a toy and collectibles, they were it. They were really it.
Oh, yeah.
All in, maybe 8 vendors were actually there. And it was just brutal. Oh, now, half of that was for a manga anime thing, a cosplay part. So that was in a separate room. Went there. My daughter took a look at that. That was actually far more interesting. We still didn't buy anything on there, although we took some business cards. She might get some ideas. Fortunately, these are all local people for the most part. It was like Ken traveled from Ajax, so 1-2 hours, whatever. He overnighted in the city, paid hotel, and I tell you, I don't know what he knew going in, but I broke my own number 1 rule for attending these shows, which is if I don't know how many vendors are at least advertised, I usually don't go. I don't mind small shows that are starting up. Everyone deserves a chance, but at least tell me, right?
Yeah.
Do you know Brad's not garage sale, his summer sale?
Yeah.
His summer sale was so much more professional And yeah, it was Lego centric, so it's just Lego guys. That's great. But he advertised like 4 to 6 vendors. They were there.
Yeah.
This was just rough. This was bad. And and on my way out, and I talked to the guy with the ticket, where we paid to get in, and he said, "Yeah, that we're just starting this and that." And I encouraged him, but I felt bad for him too.
Yeah.
Like, this was not a good first showing. And it is hard to get things started up in the city of Toronto. It's not cheap. The venue was good. It's a great place, but if you can't even advertise on the first floor in the lobby where to go for the show, I wouldn't do a show. I would not have paid a dime for that if I can't at least say, "Hey, can I have an arrow pointing to where my show is in your building?"
Yeah.
And they said they couldn't do anything.
Oh, no.
They wouldn't have gotten a dime out of me. No way.
Hopefully they use it as a learning experience and don't give up, hopefully.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have stuff like that out here, but we just don't seem to get that kind of stuff. I know in Saskatoon, I think Jordan, they have stuff around there. Pretty sure I've seen.
Yeah.
I guess for us, there might be stuff in Winnipeg, but I'm not about to drive 2 hours just for a.
and
But right now, anyway, so.
There's not that many shows in Ontario right now, and they're all Sundays. I was excited. This is a Saturday show, something I can easily go to. And it's like, wow. Thank God it was downtown Toronto and I could do everything else I wanted to do today. Because if that was my excursion for the day only, I'd be upset. Like, what a write-off of a day that was. Yeah. And I can only imagine how he must have run. This Ad Astra, I don't know who they are. They're the group who is behind it. You'd have to ask Ken more about it. I don't know if he was sold a bill of goods, but they did so little promotion. He promoted it more than they did.
I was to say, I've seen Ken promoting on some of the Facebook groups. I've seen that last couple of weeks.
Yeah, no, and I didn't see them do much of anything. Hey, learning experience for everybody, right? And if they do another one, I hope it's a better venue in the sense, like a little bit more open, give them an opportunity to promote it better. How about some signs saying, "Hey, we're here, we're upstairs," anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't give you my money if I can't put one sign, an A sign or whatever, a sandwich board saying, "Hey, we're here."
Yeah.
There was you could walk by it and wouldn't know it. And what made things worse, there's construction on the road, of course, being Toronto, right in front, like half in front of the place. You can go right by it. In fact, I did walk north of it once. I was dropped off in front of it. Didn't realize I'd walked past the entrance. I need the GPS kick in because of the towers downtown, block out the satellite. And I figured, okay, if I walk half a block, if that is Dundas, then I know I've gone too far. And sure enough, that's what happened once I got to a clearing. Head back and walk right in. And that's with me knowing where the place is.
Yeah.
Right? My city, I know it's behind City Hall, and I still couldn't find it at first. So I could only imagine what it's like for anyone not familiar with that place. So not a good experience.
For that reason, I can't find this on it.
Oh. What do we... That's an interesting picture. And what browser is this?
So that's what's happening. Take your pick. That happens with Firefox, Edge, you name it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't use Chrome.
And you don't use... Well, that's the thing. Chrome and StreamYard's tied together intimately.
Yet on StreamYard's site, it says it supports all browsers and uses them all. So that might be, but I don't use Chrome.
I would definitely pop it on just for this one thing.
Yeah,
is everyone using StreamYards or Restream.io? It's actually like a key functionality of Chrome that we're using and exploiting here.
Nothing like exploitation.
Now, the fact that it's showing this with the camera... So here's a question. Is this like a camera in a laptop, or is this a separate camera you've got?
Nope.
Built-in camera in the laptop.
Yes, I used to build computers. I know my way around them a little bit. That
is so odd that it's blocking that camera. The only other thing I can think of is something grabbing that camera right now.
Nope.
Because one problem with the cameras on
Nothing
Windows,
at all.
you can't have two pieces of software grabbing the camera at the same time. Not usually. Because I'll run into that problem
Nothing.
too. That's why I have
Nothing
to
at all.
Oops.
Nothing at all.
Well, we'll troubleshoot that another time. So, is that just your sign, or was that the bag, or what was that you were showing there?
No, that's my sign.
Oh, okay.
Here's your sign.
Yeah, because we're not promoting. Let's see, we're not promoting BTLG Bricks at all. We're just.
Oh, okay.
We're not.
Sure. No sweat.
Got the hat on. I figured, hey, I'm in HD. I put the hat on.
You want to promote some base plates instead?
Oh wow, nice.
Just a couple.
So those got all the road prints on them?
A bunch do, some don't. That was part of the lot that I picked up today.
Yeah, I saw. Oh my goodness. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Even at deal rates, like you bought out a guy who was in a bad spot, that still was not cheap, I'm sure.
It's a gentleman who, for his own personal reasons, have decided to move
Time
on.
to get out. Yep.
I just happened to be the right person at the right time and pick up a couple of nice little sets.
Oh boy. Oh man, that's a nice one.
I can't see so good what I'm holding up there. So I like the set too. It's a really nice set.
Yeah. I love the 3-in-1s. I think the 3-in-1s are such great sets for kids, especially. Oh, the treehouse. I saw that.
Finally get to see that built. Looks beautiful. Absolutely stunning.
That's the other thing. All these sets are built. It's like I was looking in the boxes on your photos. I was like, wow.
Yeah, what am I doing here? There, that's better.
Yeah.
Lovely modular.
Yeah.
Modular. Tons of modulars.
I mean, I've only got a few put away as flips. It's something I've avoided just because I know I'd like it so much. But like sooner or later, when I build the that house from the movie, the Christmas movie, what was that? The one that came out last year? That's Home Alone.
Home Alone.
I know that one's going to do it to me, and I'm going to want to build more houses and structures and buildings. Oh boy, the diner
looks awesome built. Just awesome built.
And that's got the car too, right?
Yep.
Carousel.
Yeah, the carousel. You know what's funny about the carousel? So many people had an issue with some of the parts in that set. Some of the detailing parts near the top, and I can't remember what the issue was now off the top of my head. But they all cried foul.
This one went with quite a few people.
Is that the police station?
Brick Bank.
Oh, the bank. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, the Brick Bank. Right. And
well, I'm going to duck out here. It's getting hard to hold my hands.
Hey, we're just happy to see you alive and well. And I'm pretty sure I'm losing some money on your appearance tonight.
Oh.
Yeah, really.
Ryan's got 2 horns coming out of his head now, and he's got a Darth Vader mask on, since the surgery. I'm glad to see you well, and you're looking pretty good.
Glad you're out and about.
So it all grew back in, eh?
Yeah, you can't even tell.
No, I mean, I don't want to say it, but you might actually look better. No, like straight up, like, dude, you come out on the green side of that deal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, don't be a stranger, and I'm going to be doing a lot more streams. I'm going to expect you to be around more, and we're going to get your stuff up and running again too once you're ready to do it.
Yeah. No, definitely. It's next couple months is still going to be busy. We're going to be getting it. Well, it's going to be delayed harvest out here, but
why? Because of a drought, or because it was too much rain?
Too wet.
Too wet.
It went from like when I was home recovering between snow and rain, and I got back to work, and we were just getting into seeding. Seeding was probably delayed about 3 weeks, and it didn't stop raining. There was lots of guys starting seeding in June, and they should have been seeding like 1st of May. So
Wow.
yeah, it's pretty nasty. Like there was even guys at the end of June who were still trying to sow, and
it's so late.
It's awful. So it's going to be a late. Well, it depends. If it turns dry, you never know, but it's still going to be a late harvest. Like lots of guys would normally start 1st, 2nd week of August, and there's lots that won't start it'll be into September before they start. So hopefully we got a wide open fall, or else it's going to be nasty.
Late harvest and the yield won't be as good either.
Well, you know what? With all the rain, what's come up, like the crop looks good.
Oh.
But if it keeps raining, it might be tough to get on there and get it off.
Right.
So we might be selling lots of toe straps.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, you try to accommodate if you guys need them, but at the same time, you kind of wish they wouldn't need them. You don't wish that on anyone, but at least we're prepared if they do.
Yeah.
But
say hi to Chantel and the kids for me.
Yeah, will do.
All right, you take it easy, buddy.
Yeah. Guys, see you, Brad.
You too, man. You take her easy, eh?
You betcha. Take care. Bye.
That was a good stream. All right, we'll shut it down now. We're good.
Sure, sounds good. Talk to you later.
Actually, some people were asking me,
Uh-oh.
when you going to do your next sale?
Who?
You.
Me? Next sale?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a next sale.
You're not going to squeeze one out in the early fall?
It's not a sale. It's not a garage sale. It's a Lego event.
Well, hey, some of the prices were very competitive. So it's like,
They are.
even if you didn't knock them down, they were great straight across the board.
We have a sale going on right now, actually.
Yes.
Everything in the store. So
actually, I need to talk to you about one or two of the items I saw. 'Cause I saw the pictures and I couldn't find them.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Are they sold?
I hope not, but we'll talk about that offline. Because Ken tried to sell me one or two. I said, actually, Brad's got it new. I really want it, or at least I had it. So we'll talk offline about that. But
don't mind me. I'm just looking at something right here. So
yeah, no sweat. You look like you're very focused.
Yeah,
you're like, get that.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not focused at all. So
there, I'm going to put your mug up there. I'm so terrified of that thing breaking, because in this house, mugs, I tell you, they don't last. No? I went into the kitchen yesterday. I don't know what's going on with the ladies. 2 more mugs with chips in them. See, this doesn't leave this area now. It's a fixture over here. I'll clean it if I have to, but it's not leaving this area, because if it joins the kitchen, it's done. But,
right.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that show today was a bust. It was pretty sad. I'm hoping that a consolation will be Ken gets to watch his UFC tonight, because I know he's excited about UFC. I mean, I'm sure that wasn't the first time sales go bust, like shows go bust for people. I mean, they're always learning experiences. What to bring, what not to bring. And of course, that was one of the oh, nice.
Got lots more show and tell. That's the Parisian. Right, so we have a nice little Ghostbusters car right there, little Ecto 1. That's the first one.
That's the first one. That's the good one.
That is.
Did you see Ken's car?
See that?
He's got one that'll light up and blind you. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, that we might have to talk.
Fire hall is there. Quickie Mart, anyone?
Oh boy, Simpsons.
Maybe some people need the Quickie Mart. There's a Parisian restaurant that we got going around in there. Okay, we've got good old.
Did you show that one already? The restaurant? The Harry Potter train. Yeah.
Yeah, and that one, and of course this is besides the big castle, right? And then we have, you can't really see it, but there's 4 of them here. This is Diagon Alley.
Ooh.
Right, the big Harry Potter Diagon Alley. Yeah. Massive. Look at the books. Look at how thick those things are. My goodness. Just
I love the fact you get one book per build.
yes.
You could
Yes.
literally
And
have a building party and have 4 people
tons
come
and
over and
tons
have
and
a glass
tons
of
of
wine and build. And
yeah, tons of smaller builds I haven't even had a chance to go through yet to see what's in here. So can't remember if I showed the pet shop or not, but there it is.
nice.
Got the assembly square as well. It's there. You know, and ad nauseum, it just keeps going. It's like it never ends, right? Seinfeld is buried in
what do
there
you think they're
somewhere.
missing in modulars right now that they really haven't
All of,
given us? Like a hospital, or they're giving us a police station, right?
we don't. I think a hospital would be kind of good. That's a good point there. I don't think they've ever given us a hospital. We've had fire stations and police stations, but no modular hospitals. I'd like to see a music store.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Right? Maybe something, call it a 50s, 60s kind of design, maybe, giant guitar on the top, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
and they've already got all kinds of elements for a bunch of instruments, guitars and
right,
flutes and
right. So I'd like to see something like that,
so
maybe
cool.
maybe on the lines of like the Hard Rock Cafe or something like that. You could do that inside instead of making it a music store, make it a club or something like that. I don't know how much Lego wanted to get into it. They could
music
make it a store
/ music museum.
Sure. Yeah, exactly.
That could
and
be really cool.
so we won't.
Geez,
This is a different lot, but we can't forget about all this amazing.
That stuff is going to be so hot, so fast.
No,
Not that it wasn't, but
stuff.
right now with all the castles in the last 6 months, I mean,
And some of these sets are just bloody amazing. I had so much fun putting these together because I missed out on this. I never had any of this stuff. And some of the elements and the pieces and the way they're putting stuff together. I absolutely love battering rams now. I think they're the coolest thing since sliced bread. So I had a fantastic
you spend
time.
hours playing once you got it together.
Bang, bang, of course. Yeah.
You
Just,
gotta do
my
it.
son and I smashing everything that we possibly could, my son and I.
Yep.
So yeah, absolutely love them now. Going to be building some of my own, I think. So, I've got
I like
8
that
sets.
tower.
Yeah, that's a
it must be the entire wave. Like you must have the entire wave there.
It's close. I looked it up. There's some that aren't there, but there's not a whole lot. So it's real.
It looks like you got the significant ones. I mean, my memory's shady on it, but you definitely got so many of the key sets there.
Yeah. And that's a ton of stuff that's coming new to here. I talked for a while about slowly moving away from used, but there's just some things you just can't.
If it drops in your lap, you can't. And that's the thing.
You can't turn it down.
I can't say no sometimes to a certain deal, even if I want to get away with something.
Well, this is it, right? And this will be, it's way more affordable than having them new. And the way that I price, it's always a little bit below market value. So this is going to allow people, my customers, the BTLGBricks family, going to allow everybody to maybe get their white whale or something they were missing from their collection. Like I know some of these sets are just unreal.
Yeah.
And besides all the sets and everything, there's like a ton of pieces. There's a bunch of base plates that you saw. There's like a whole setup for a city. Big sets to smaller sets, you name it, it's all there.
So what I know you're offering it to the club members. What do you call the club again?
Pardon me?
What do you call the club again? The membership? What do you call us?
Oh, our BTLGbricks family. That's us.
Right. But there's a turnaround time. Like how long do you think it's going to take for you to process and get these ready?
Oh God, I have no idea.
Because that was quite the haul. I mean, I was looking at that's the end of your summer.
Pretty much. Yep.
Your
pretty much.
Because I know you're checking and everything, so it's like
I do. First process is to rip everything apart, clean it all up, and then check piece count. So I'll leave it together for a while just because it looks so amazing. And as I get interest from people, we'll slowly start our QC process and make sure that everything's there. But this person who I purchased this off of, who was selling their collection, this is brand new from box. They built it. They displayed it.
First owner, nice.
Had a bunch of 4x8 tables downstairs, like 4 of them, all set up on this. It was just it was set up when I got there, so I, as well as him, took it apart, boxed it up, got it in the vehicles to bring it home. So yeah, that's vehicles with a plural.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
thing, transporting built sets. Like, was it a
I
far
don't
drive?
I don't own a truck. I don't own a van, so I can get a ton of stuff though.
Yeah.
Inside that hatchback of ours, I can get 8-foot beams in that thing. So
It's like one of the
I
things
have,
I'm always thinking, I got to get on the floor first. Lower
yeah.
the better, because it's got nowhere to go, right?
We brought
I,
we brought both vehicles, tons of boxes, lids, things that I've used before. If you have an open box, that'll fit as a cover, so you can put something else on top. Remember, ex-musician, I'm used to packing bands, so
yeah.
so yeah, we squeezed it all in and we got her done in one trip. So that was pretty awesome.
Oh, nice. Tell you, that's. I mean, there's a lot of people who are just so envious. Like they would love to be in your position right now. Like, ooh. Building, checking, like
That's the thing,
I
though.
never liked the checking and the cleaning and all. Like I never liked that part of it. I didn't.
Yeah.
I never got great joy out of that. Even if it's something that I was going to end up keeping, I never liked that part because that part was always tedious. But like in your case, I know you're going to do your process, and then in the end, all this is going to find a new home. So
Yeah, I'm just the middleman. I'm hanging on to it for somebody who wants this. When I started, I told myself I could collect one thing, and I decided on Classic Space, and that's it. Or I would never sell anything because I wouldn't want to get rid of any of that stuff.
yeah, and as much as sometimes I want to part with some stuff that's not originally intended for flips, it's like I can't do it. You know, the stuff
So
I
how
buy
much
for
stuff
flips is great.
how much stuff did you get before the price increase?
I didn't go out of my way, honestly. I mean, there's a few things I didn't go out of my way. I don't stress over it because I'll still find deals and I'll do more shopping from sources other than Lego because Lego does not provide me the best deals and haven't for a long time now.
Yeah.
But, you know, the time I spend checking Amazon, checking Walmart, checking Toys R Us, Toys R Us not so much anymore. They have their moments, but it's rare. Walmart's actually the big one for me, but it takes a little bit of work. I have to put in time to get a deal, and sometimes I have to be willing to travel a little bit. But yeah, I wasn't going to stress over it, and I know some people are shocked, like, "Dad, is this much now?" I go, "Yeah, I know, it sucks now. Sorry, guys."
Yeah, some of those price increases were a little on the ridiculous side.
Yeah, it's a brutal toy when it comes to. I mean, I could argue all this stuff is way overpriced to start retail, but yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. I mean, those who get it, and that's we're in it, and it's not like as much as I've backed off, I'm not going away. And that's the experience, I think, for most of us. It's just, all right, so we shift gears. It'll be a little less of this and more focus on this. And, you know, it definitely forces you to fine-tune what is it you enjoy about this. If it's, I got to have it all, well, okay, you're screwed. Go win a lottery. But beyond that, fine-tune your expectations and then buy what you actually enjoy and ignore the chaff, and you'll be better off for it.
Yeah.
And then, be frugal and shop through quality local Canadian sellers like BTLGBricks.ca.
Absolutely. You know who didn't raise their prices? Yeah, me. Didn't raise my prices at all.
Everyone appreciates that. Actually, I'm hearing from so many of my BrickLink friends, they're doing some really good business this summer.
Yep.
I mean, if the spring was weak, summer has been the return to past heights. Like just in the last week, I'm just getting a lot of people saying, "Hey, things are just moving," and I wasn't even expecting them to move.
Yeah, I had a phenomenal July. I wasn't expecting that at all. Not too sure what contributed to it. Maybe it was everyone's Anticipation of the price increases. Wanted to get buys out of the way. I don't know. So far, though, in August too, it hasn't slowed down. So it's great. It's great for me. It's great for my customers. It helps everybody.
No, it's been good. It's been good news for the most part all around. Someone I heard was getting out of the scene. Lady, oh, that's gonna kill me. And if I could remember her name,
There's quite a lot of people, yeah, who are dropping.
but there was a real prominent one. I know Ken was speaking of her today. I wish he was around, but I know he's watching the UFC. There's a big fight tonight.
Yeah.
That guy likes his violence.
So that show wasn't very good, eh?
No, you definitely. I would have. I mean, he came from Ajax. I would have felt bad if you came from where you're from. That. I mean, hey, if he could have sold one or two key figures, it would have paid for his time today. But it's like, I didn't see. I mean, I went in there with almost $200 cash, and he had the credit card processor. I said, okay, that's great, because that takes the pressure off. I don't have to spend the cash now. Great.
Of course.
And I do recommend everyone find some way of taking a credit card or any other thing other than cash, because it does take that pressure off. It opens up the potential sales to you.
Yep.
But it's like, man, there was just no one there. It was a ghost town. And I just... And this is how bad I felt. When we went around, so we did the one lap, hit him halfway, went into the cosplay area, come out. My daughter went to the washroom. We got ourselves 2 glasses of complimentary water. Nice. I love hotel. That's why I like the hotels, right? You get the water for free. Same like they all do that, right? The hotels are nice ones, the big ones.
That's right.
And then I said, okay, I really don't want to see Ken on the way out. Because he definitely had some stuff. Good deal, but I'm not chasing figures, but he had a few sets. And it's like, nah, I mean, it's not what I came there for. I was actually hoping there was more toys other than the bricks, and nothing. And
not the one guy,
it's just bad. Like I said, I think it was 8 to 10 tops, including the stuff focused on what my daughter was into.
Yeah. Well, there were 7 vendors at our show, so.
Oh no, dude! I mean, even if your show had different toys or whatever for every table, in every way you smoked what I saw today.
Thank you.
Every way. Oh no, seriously. Organization, promotion, the fact that vendors showed up, the fact vendors stayed, people were selling stuff. There was one guy with a table so small, I don't even know. Like I said, I don't know what their buy-in was, what it cost for a table, 50, 75, 100, I don't know, but whatever it was too much. Whatever it was too much. If it was free, great. I don't believe it was free, because I don't believe Ad Astra, took it up the butt for this to get the first one done and to gauge interest. And if they did, they made some mistakes that they're going to learn from. So I got a few, and I got a few more next week. So maybe next Saturday or the Saturday after, or maybe even the Fridays. I don't know. I will have a new bricks, but yeah, this is not an SDCC. This is Lego. It's Lego Online. And it's funny, when I picked this one up at FedEx, actually it was kind of nice. So they missed me at 11 in the morning. I got the notice. By 3 o'clock, it was at the depot, and they said, hey, it's ready for pickup. Because I called within 5 minutes of them missing me. That's the fastest turnaround I've ever had, because usually it doesn't get back to the depot until 7 that night. And maybe it's available that night because they're open till 9. Must have been in the steel setting right there. Oh my God, I was flipping out. I thought this box was empty. I literally just had a panic attack because watch this. So this is what I'm seeing as I'm pulling this up. So as I'm pulling it out,
Yeah.
This is what I see on the bottom of the box.
Nice.
One sheet. And I go, oh my God, I've hit the bottom. The box was pretty good because you know how usually Lego doesn't tape the boxes well. This was taped really good.
Nice.
I just had a huge panic attack.
Keychain? Power bag?
So this one, no, so for this order, I got the keychain and the gift with purchase previously. So this is delayed sets. So what's this one? This is the, I don't even know what this one's called. Oh, the Inquisitor. That makes sense.
Right.
It's nice.
Very nice.
Obi-Wan, the Grand Inquisitor, the new version of the figure, right? Reva, and the fifth brother. And I figure, hey, for those figures alone, that's going to be an okay set.
The fifth brother, eh?
Yep.
Nice. Do they have the second brother of a different mother?
No, I don't believe so. Okay, I'm not going to open this one just yet. Well, that's a bad place to put that. And okay, that doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, there was 2 sets I had ordered. That was one of them. But yeah, like I said, I got the gifts with purchase previously. And, you know, that's been working in my favor pretty good. Put something silly, cheap, get the keychains, because that's just been a running joke.
Of course.
So I'm always guaranteed those gifts with purchases, because for stuff that's not exclusive, it's the only reason I'm ordering from Lego, is to get the gifts with purchases, because they're not doing it for me. They're still screwing me. I'm still having to fight them on some points issues and stuff. And it's like, you're just losing customers slowly.
I can't believe the amount of damage that you get during shipments now. I'm flabbergasted by that.
Oh, so the FedEx, I'm at FedEx and we're talking about this stuff, and because Lego only sent me one tracking code. But on the phone, when they gave me the automated call, oh, it's ready for pickup. Your 2 packages. I go, what do you mean 2 packages? And I know it was, 2 orders, 2 boxes in the order. And it's like, oh, I guess they would have sent them separate, because sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Sure.
But the guy's sitting there saying, oh, yeah, this and that. The way they package, you go, buddy, you can't tell me Lego packages is great, because they don't. Their tape is garbage. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Hi, Cliff. Hi, Ryan. Oh, yeah, Ryan's in the chat. Sorry. I'm going, hey, Ryan bounced out a while ago. But, yeah, he's telling me, oh, how good they pack. I go, buddy, these 2 boxes I'm showing him, they're half air. Lego's notorious for using, that craft paper, thinking it's enough, and it's not. I'd rather see them use the air fill and fill it out a little better. The craft paper, I don't feel does a good job, but taping is their number one problem.
Can't use air fill. That's plastic. Plastic bad.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. You know what, though? You can actually make air pillows with the paper.
You can. They just haven't yet. I don't know why they're not.
And Lego could absolutely lead in every way.
Yes.
In packaging, they could absolutely be that leader in the market, and they're not, and it's a shame. Now I know you're going to be a fan of this. I gotta somehow figure out a way. Oh, actually, it's on the bottom. And I know.
Oh, nice! You got yours.
Yeah. And I know you said you're grabbing a bunch. Okay.
How many did you order?
That's the first, and 2 more.
Nice.
Now, what I intend to do with those other two, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be. Geez, I'm getting a feedback on my mic. Is that from me crinkling the paper? That is a new problem. Yeah. Okay. So that's about. There's a different setup with this camera I'm doing. You'll notice I don't have my name under the other one. It's through a shared camera. Ooh. It's less resource intensive on my computer, but I just noticed the audio defect. I'm hearing the crackle.
That's just the paper.
Yeah, maybe it's just the paper, but that's very weird. I will have to check a setting.
Absolutely.
It's too bad because I do like the new camera setup.
So you're going to want to build that one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And this won't be waiting 3-4 years. This is going to be...
Yeah, don't keep that as a box collection. You build that one. It's it's quite impressive. I'm very pleased with what they've done with it.
Did you... It wasn't you. It was someone else that had the other box handy. So they had the classic box, and they had it side by side, and it's so beautiful to see the two sets. Yeah. And they did a nice job of, it's like an homage to the original setup. It's like, I mean, I want a poster of that. It's not as good as the classic, but it does look really pretty. Oh, how did they do the tail? Is that one or two large pen? Oh, look at that. 2 huge pieces.
Has to be 2 because it opens, right?
Right.
Yeah, you wait till you build it.
Oh, that is. And I tell you, that trans clear canopy. Oh, that's a nice piece. Yeah. 2 of them.
It is. Keep an eye on that when you open it. If yours comes scratched, give Lego a call. They'll send you some new ones. Apparently, it's been a thing.
Really?
Yeah.
It's funny. I don't know if you caught my stream, the first stream on that build I'm doing. That company, Funhole, they shrink wrapped every trans clear window.
Wow.
I mean, it's nice. I mean, so none of them were scratched, not a single one.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know. It seemed to be just too much.
Mm-hmm. Well, if nothing's scratched, that's definitely for a collector then, eh?
Yeah. No, I mean, it took forever to actually cut them all out of the plastic. It's like,
yeah.
What a pain that was. But yeah, that is really nice. I'm liking just looking at that. But yeah, it's definitely got to be something I build soon. Because I got a couple of the classic space sets built. I don't have like what you've got, but I got a couple of them built, and it might be nice. And I tell you, it's going to look so weird with that Benny spaceship one. Because now this really shows what a farce that one is. When they could be giving us these, and it's like, why not give us modern renditions of all those great sets
and make some new ones?
Yeah. Okay. So here's a question for you. Do you think the sales on this will warrant an expansion and a new theme?
No.
So you still think this is a one-off, more or less?
They don't have any plans to revisit, just like Castle. They don't have any plans to revisit whatsoever. It's an anniversary thing, and that's it.
See, I think they're leaving money on the table. I know they've got so many themes and so much on the go right now, but I don't understand how they could ignore something that seems to be so universally loved.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many themes that people just go, like, what's that Alien Quest or Galaxy Quest? I'm trying to think of what theme that is, and it goes to show you how much I give a crap about it. I can't remember the name of it. Well, like Atlantis had limited appeal.
Well, there was
Galaxy. Was it Galaxy Squad or something? Or
yeah, Galaxy Squad was one. Space Police was another one.
Yeah,
they've tried over and over, but that classic space seems to always kick, and that's what everybody is crying for. So
Yeah, and it's to me, it's the yellow, blue, and gray. Yeah, white was okay,
yeah,
but this is what everyone I know remembers.
I agree.
And I just think they're leaving too much on the table. But everyone thinks that whatever they liked was the best. It's just we're right. We're right. They're wrong. Actually, I should have been a smart ass and worn one of my classic space shirts.
Oh, nice.
This was a pleasant surprise to see this hit the market.
Oh yeah.
Pokemon fan. I only like the jumbo sets. It's a very large peach, and it's kinetic. You got movement on this.
How big will that be after you build it?
Oh, that's a good
Just
question.
tell me with your hand. Like as tall as a box?
No. Let's see. Probably the built will be
right.
Yeah.
And then as long? Not quite.
Well, it's looks like 24 studs long, not including the tail.
That's a good size.
And 12 or 14 studs wide.
Yeah, that's a pretty good size. That's a good, decent build.
Yeah, I'm just hoping they do a good job on the mechanics on the kinetic part. They don't have
grip on them is good.
Well, the modern day Mega is great for clutch and stuff, but there's no real history or experience with Mega and anything Technic. So when it comes to gears and stuff,
right?
So it'll be neat to see if Mattel and Mega have got their act together and can make stuff that moves, because that's the whole gimmick. This guy's going to look like he can run when you crank it.
Let me know when you live build that one. I think I'd like to watch that.
Yeah, that's going to be early fall, because I don't let the Pokemon stuff sit. This does not sit in collection long. I bang those out. But yeah, I was really happy to get that, because I really only want the big ones. They actually, Pokemon is one of their better selling building lines. They love making the tiny sets, which are honestly, they're horrible. They look crap. I mean, the bricks are fine, but it's just there's no inspiration for the builds. They're just pumping them out because they know Pokemon is a sub theme. Gets
of course, it's a
whole interest on its own. That license is they just print money with that.
Yeah.
But here it's some thought and care, and I mean, it just looks good. Period. Even if the mechanics don't even have to work, and people are going to like it. And it's actually not that complicated. They actually show it's a very simple mechanism. But this has also got that new, look at this horrible logo. Their orange blocky one before. Look at this big purple. And there it is on the side.
Why would they change it? Just keep it the same.
I mean, so when Mattel took over, they took Mega Bloks and they took that brand and they said, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take Mega Bloks, we're going to keep that branding, and we'll put Mega Bloks on the kitty stuff, on the Duplo level kind of stuff. Okay, great. We'll call everything else MCX or Mega Constructs, which included the old classic Pro Builder and any mature themes. And actually, mature themes, they actually called Black Series. That kind of made sense. So they ended up with like 3 or 4 of these themes, going different directions.
Sure.
And now they're trying to pull it all back under this grade 1 Adobe Photoshop or Corel Draw logo that, that's your first generation attempt at making a brick logo. And it's like, why? And purple, it's like, I don't know. I get it. Don't do red, but it's like the orange stood out. I guess they really wanted to look different than Lego. That's fine. Red and orange are too close together on the color wheel, but that purple disappears on so many designs. And it's just...
I kind of like it. They should have stuck with the orange, I think.
Yeah.
If they wanted to make it a little less like the red, then make it change your
color
hue
shift
of orange.
Yeah. Even black and white, their old logo is better than this. I'm not a fan of this. But I guess sooner or later I'll end up having to take a good photograph. And cut out all the garbage around it and add that to some of my streams. But yeah, I don't want to cover up the spaceship. It's too nice. Now, I did say this was an SDCC. Okay, that is super annoying. That is actually coming on my end. Because I am just hearing that, and it's horrible.
That's okay. It only will last for a little while longer, and then you're good.
Thanks. So, this is... See, even if I don't know I'm hearing that. All right.
Yeah. First year high school Photoshop. Did you enjoy my video?
Hey, you know what? I've absolutely seen a lot worse, and I can definitely applaud the effort. So, other than putting it on Facebook, like, where are you situating that video? Like, where are people actually seeing that?
I'll talk to you about that after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if you're making the video, then you've got a plan on where it's going and who's seeing it and how that's helping you out. So you put time into it, so it's like, okay, you have a plan then. So, sorry? I didn't catch that.
It's okay.
No, over my head.
Carry on. Carry on.
So, SDC exclusive. What else can I say about it? Had a good, quickest credit card wins. That's the game. That's a game sometimes, right? Quickest credit card wins. Boom. Before people can jack up prices and mess with you. And now I had to pre-open this because it's like, oh, this is just... Because if this didn't work, even getting the money back was not going to make me happy. I needed to know that minute it was okay because it's basically, it wasn't replaceable, really. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Because once that opportunity is gone, it's gone. And so the first experience, and clearly this is not like a high quality reseller such as yourself who will put some effort into stuff. He's just putting any kind of trash to fill it. It's like, and it's not necessarily the cleanest stuff, like whatever. He had air fill. I mean, I really felt, look at this, like garbage from Staples stuff.
Is that an old receipt?
Sorry?
It's an old receipt, is it?
Yeah, there's some bubble mailers crap, and it's like, oh god, this just did not have a good feeling about it. But then he put in some actual decent packing. Felt like, oh, okay. So I was really super worried about this. So we get that out of the way, and then we'll put all that trash back in there. But I got this about a week ago. Actually, I think I got it right after the last show. Like it missed. It just missed or something. By a day, which is typical. If I do a show, I guarantee the next day something that was scheduled will show up.
Of course.
So now I don't know if this was his packaging, this part, but he did an okay job of this. This is not pristine, but it's. Oh, I'm not throwing that out. It's definitely in the good enough realm, especially for what it is.
Pristine enough for you.
Yeah. Well, I'm also fortunate. This is going to sound kind of douchey, but I got more coming.
No?
Yeah, I was able to. Yeah, I got 3 more coming. So, which, yeah, and it's like, oh, But I think I've got commitments to move 2 of them right away, which wasn't the intent right away. It's just, fastest credit card wins, and that's what it's. Oh, so another opportunity opened up. It's like, now am I really going to do it? Because it's not a cheap game to play. But it's like, yeah, you know what? I know SDCC without fail. It's an investment that pays off for itself if you can catch it. And it's like, How
There
can I
can, you
not?
have to find that right person.
Yeah. So, I mean, beautiful box. 40th
Mm-hmm.
anniversary for Masters of the Universe. Mega's new branding.
Right?
So it opens up, if I can do this right. So
Very
magnets
nice.
inside.
Mm-hmm.
Little
Yeah,
diorama
that's
style.
really nice.
Which, on the final build, I'm not going to open it right now. This will
Yeah,
be a live stream build. But when you're done, you build a platform that'll go in there, and this will be the background.
of course.
It's like,
Yeah, very
that
nice.
is nice presentation.
Yeah,
And it's not like it's a terribly small set. Like, it's 400 plus pieces, 450. Like, it's not
very nice.
bad. It presents well.
Mm-hmm. It's
Sets in
impressive.
there. Hopefully, it's all good. But I got no way of opening that without doing the actual teardown. I'm not going to do that right now. But
No,
but
save it.
yeah, I was. Oh! Hang on. I didn't notice this. Ooh,
Very nice.
they did a nice job. I mean,
They did.
I hate when they do stuff like this because, of course, it's hard. If you're a completist, you're screwed because you're never going to be able to get those.
Yeah.
And having just said I've got 3 more coming, I feel like an asshole too now. But it sucks because the people who are going to want them aren't going to be able to get them without paying some stupid premium somewhere. So let's see. Where did I
That's
lost
really
that?
nice.
I want to make this bigger. If I do
Mm-hmm.
that.
Please do.
Okay. So, beautiful book by the Power of Gray Skull. It's actually kind of thick. I don't know if I like how narrow the manual is, but it's like whatever. It gets
Had to fit in the
It's
box.
creased. How is it? I'm sorry.
It had to fit in the box.
Right, and I guess that was the biggest problem. And you know what? I guess it's fine. It's going to be a pain for me to build with, but I've got a few tricks I can.
With a magnifying glass, you'll be good.
Well, I won't need that yet, Father Time. But oh, I love the full color print is really nice. I don't want to show every page. I don't want to get nailed by anyone for trying to show off everything. But
yeah, don't spoil your live build.
Yeah. So that I didn't even notice that because I've already opened this once. So this is now the second time.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I really need to know right away. Just because some people are unscrupulous,
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
That. I'm a sucker for magnets and boxes. I don't know what it is about, high quality. Maybe it's because I'm an Apple sucker and I like that presentation of that nice
Presentation can mean the world.
It can.
And it doesn't matter what it is. There's a few actual books that I have, part of a Star Wars collection. And the first one I ever got was the Jedi book. And inside it's notations by Yoda and Luke and the Jedis on the side. And it's teaches you how to be a Jedi and all this kind of stuff. But the book itself, it's electronic. You push down on the book, or you push down on the case for the book on a button, and the case actually opens up like this on the top, and then the book itself rises out of the case. It's backlit. It looks pretty amazing and pretty impressive. And have that. They have one for the Sith. They have one for Rebel forces. They have there's all kinds of different ones, and they all look just the presentation on them is incredible. Next time you come down, remind me, and I'll show you one, and you go, "That's awesome," because it is.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear Mama Lego? What her plans are?
No.
She's moving.
Really?
Yeah, Cambridge soon.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That felt right beside me.
Yeah. When she said it, I went, uh-oh. Oh, I mean, I know she says she's trying to be a good girl, but it's like, yeah, it's going to get a lot harder. She just
Well,
shortened that gap by, you know, she's not going to be asking me, am I heading over to Brad's anytime soon anymore?
Probably only about 25 minutes there, Mama, you know, so.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
just
that's
waiting
all right.
on
No, it'll
some
be good to see
final
her, meet
steps.
her. No. Yeah, it'd be good to see and meet her in the flesh finally. That'd be nice.
Oh, you haven't had the pleasure yet?
No, not yet. Not face to
Oh,
face. So
she's awesome.
I know. So
Yeah. I know where Paris is.
so if you're not so busy over the next while and you want to come tear some stuff down and help me clean and that kind of things, I'm
Help
wide
you
open.
clean and
So,
count and bring some
yeah,
child labor with them.
anytime.
Actually, I can't say
anytime,
child
sure.
labor anymore. She's 18. It's not child labor anymore. She's going to want scale, I think. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I got a lot of work ahead of me.
That could be worth a burger and a Coke lunch to spend the day and break down some stuff.
Just to build it. Like half this stuff I've never built, and I really want to build it, So
yeah. I don't envy you because it's like like you said, this is stuff that is part of the business, and so you got to keep those blinders on, and that can't be easy. I only have 4 sets here. I don't have the 40 or 50 or 60 you just scored. And it's like, okay. And there's stuff not on this screen right now that are my flips. Yeah. And I stopped kind of playing that game. And showing it because I got too much people pissed.
It's one of the reasons why I've been shying away from used. And over the last while, you've noticed, everyone's noticed, it's been all new and very few used sets. This opportunity I couldn't turn down. But when I'm doing this, I'm not focusing on the core of my business. Yeah. Right?
So it's work. That takes away from that. Takes work. It's something else. It's why I kind of stopped. It's got to be something exceptional for me to pick up a used set.
Well, that's what this was. This was one of those things where you just kind of go, right now, see you in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? It's as simple
which is
as
sometimes
that.
the most enjoyable one. It's like, I'm in the door, and you can be that first one there, and it's like, right. You don't even have to haggle because you already know it's a deal.
No question, no nothing. It's just, coming, see ya, right? And it's very nice when stuff like that happens. It's like when we bought the last Star Wars lot, that humongous lot that we bought a while ago, it was the same thing. So, we're always open, especially to buying.
You heard it here, folks. You're in Ontario. I imagine you're only willing to do that local, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well,
nope.
Contact Brad, BTLGBricks.ca.
Let's see. I've gone to Thunder Bay to pick up a collection off of somebody. I've been to Ottawa, Windsor. Wow. You name it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin says, Brantford, hoot hoot. Hey, my daddy lives just off of Wayne Gretzky's Parkway.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. That's not far at all. 20 minutes.
Oh, look at Mama. I hate Wayne Gretzky. Bite your tongue. You can't hate Wayne Gretzky. No one hates Wayne Gretzky. He's a nice guy. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say a bad thing about him other than he was protected. And he was. If he didn't have his defensemen doing what they were doing, his enforcers, he would have taken
that entire family, or that entire family, are some of the nicest people you'll ever want to meet. His dad was just a phenomenal man. Really was.
I didn't have the pleasure, but my dad did, and everything my dad ever said about his dad was amazing.
Yeah, just a phenomenal guy. Sit down and talk to you for almost as long as you want, invite you out for a little drink, have a coffee, whatever. Doesn't matter. Just down to earth. Here's who I am. Phenomenal gentleman.
Sorry, I'm just catching up here. Kevin says,
No, go nuts. Get
Paris,
them all caught up.
Just on the edge between the 403. It moved up. First Timmy's, but the place moved since. I love seeing old Timmys that still have some old branding outside.
Yeah.
Because I hate all the new ones. In fact, downtown Toronto today, I saw some signage. Went, oh, that's new. It's black, big black rectangle with the red. It's like, no, this is not. Ah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Modern art, woohoo!
Yeah.
Paint everything
Walter's
blue.
awesome. I met him the short time I lived in Brantford. Hey, Kevin met him too.
Great guy.
Jeez, I'm the only oddity. Okay. Can't meet everybody.
You're just figuring that out now? Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. I'd like to thank Brad for joining me tonight. This was fun.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you for having me on. Really appreciate
joined
it.
us in the chat. Oh no, anytime.
Yeah.
You know, I just put on my old rags here, just whatever I had handy. You know, just
Nice
having
mug.
a little sip of bricks. You know, oops. You know,
Nice mug.
nice mug. And now in HD. That's the first time. There you go. And the mug's in. There you go. Yeah. Hey, I'm looking at the wrong camera. This is the camera. There we go. And HD. I'll have to figure out a way I can keep. You know how hard it is to strategically place that mug sometimes? I'm sitting there like, if I put it there, but if I change the angle, then no one sees it. If I put a box here, no one sees it. No, say they like, oh, where did his mug go in my video? It's behind the stupid box. I've really got to get my photography done and get this stuff off my desk. I even had my hat, the hat hanging where I thought it would show on camera, but then I realized if I pan up, then the light washes everything out. You can even see a little bit here. This light here. It's like, I tell you, I don't know how people do it with cameras and studios. It's so much work, and you think, oh, you set up once and you can forget it. No, every time it's like, oh, my lights have moved a little, or something else moved, or
something bumped.
Yeah, what a pain. All right, we're out of here. I'm good. We're happy. Thanks for joining me, and peace, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it.
And he's showing it. Might have to have a talk off screen. Shazam.